looks nice out though, I will tell you that. So go ahead and open your knees as wide as the mat. Sit your hips back to your heels. And just for now, just bring your arms by your side, palms face up, and let your head rest on the floor or block. And if this is, too low for you, elevate yourself. If you want any other position for now, it's fine to go where you need. Let the shoulders drape over the thighs and just let your belly soften between your thighs. So, particularly if you're feeling any stress in any particular area today, just, take some time to assess what you're feeling and how to, work around it and back off if you need to, or add onto it if you're feeling, up to it. Oh, I'm gonna just change the music. So breathe in slowly through the nose, empty out completely through the nose. We'll just start into that Ujjayi breath early. And I'm just gonna go, this is a nice song, but I had this going. Okay. Now start to extend the breath, both the inhale and the exhale. And start to extend the arms out in front of you. But keep them still relaxed. So there's no, the elbows are on the floor, the palms are on the floor. And just start to stretch the right arm longer than the left. So just reach the right arm a little bit more forward. Breathe a little bit deeper into the right side of the body. Relax the shoulders, head down. And then slide the right arm back with an inhale and exhale, left arm forward. So it's almost like you're crawling, but you're keeping your hips down for now. Breathe into the left side of the body. And then inhale, come back and switch sides. And just kind of walk one arm at a time forward, then back. Switch the left arm forward again, like you're crawling or you're creeping. And then the next time you have the right arm forward, keep it there. Bring the left arm to meet it. Extend a little bit deeper, unless this doesn't feel right on your shoulders or back. Keep the arms all the way extended as you draw your navel point up and come up onto your shins. Pull the belly in, so the arms are a little bit in front of your shoulders. Inhale, bend your arms and sweep through and drop your hips towards the floor. Open your legs as wide as the mat. And pull your heart between your arms, and then push back to your heels with the arms extended again. Inhale, round your back, come up. Hinge forward, extend your spine, drop the hips. So kind of like a cat-cow action. One more time. Pull the belly up and in, round the back, sit back towards your heels. Exhale, draw yourself up in a rounded spine and draw your hips down. And then come back to the center on your hands and knees. Walk your hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Tuck the toes under, and you can just do a little calf stretch, moving right and left. The sun is right in my eyes, guys. Not used to being down on the floor at this hour. And then come back up with the right leg hip height, toes down. Point the toes and shift your weight over so the right leg comes to the left. It might touch or tap. And then inhale, sweep it back over to the right side, outside of the mat, outside of the leg, off the mat. And then point the toes and sweep. So you're doing like a big semicircle. Hug the hips to midline and then take it out to the right side. One more time. Draw the hips back over the left side. And then take the leg over to the right side. Keep the toes and line them up with your left knee, perhaps. Walk your hands back in. And then stretch your arms up overhead. Palms face each other. Inhale. Exhale, tilt to the right side. Right arm down the side of the leg or on the inside or on a block even. And reach your left arm up and over. Inhale, reach both arms up, come upright. Exhale, lean to the left side. Left hand comes on the floor or a block. And keep the right foot down for now. And reach up as you start to rotate your torso more open and the chest turns towards the sky. One more breath. Now inhale, bring your hands in front of you on the floor. Exhale, bring the right leg back in line with the hip. Down to the floor, round and curl your spine. Child's pose, cat pose, excuse me. Inhale, extend your spine, step your left foot back. And you can rock and roll on the toes and get a little bit of a calf stretch there. Inhale, lift the leg up. Point the toe, hips are level. Exhale, sweep it over to the right side and follow it with your eye gaze. Inhale, stretch it out to the left side, like kind of in line with your knee. And then do that again to the right side. Look over your shoulder. Inhale, come back, tap. And one more time, waking up the waistline and the hips. Take it out to the left side. Plant the foot down and walk your hands back in. Stand upright on your right knee. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Reach up, exhale, lean to the left side. Left arm comes down. Maybe on the inside, maybe on the thigh. Just don't press on your knee. Only go where you can go. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, lean to the right side. Right arm comes down. Left leg is going to stay on the floor. You can put your hand on the block. And then rotate your torso more upright. Spin your palm down, thumb up. And get that long line from the outside of your fingertips to the toes. Inhale, release your hands down and walk them forward. Exhale, send the left leg back. Knee to the floor, round and curl. Inhale, come back to the neutral position. Exhale, push back one more time to child's pose. This time, make the arms a little bit more active in an extended child's pose. Energize your arms all the way from the fingertips to the shoulders. Good. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Stretch your right arm to the sky. Lift it all the way up. And then exhale, send it underneath the left arm, back of the head, towards the floor, left arm forward. Hug your left hip more to your right side. So hug everything to the midline. And for today, go ahead and bring your left hand by your face for a moment. Bring your hands back. So let's just take this back a step. Take your right arm up and take it underneath. Step your left foot back, and then you can stretch your left arm forward. Lift the left leg in the air if you'd like, or bring your left leg outside where we just were, reaching your foot outside of your mat. Yes, like a gate pose. Good. Inhale, bring your left hand to your face, right hand to your face. We're back here. But this time I want you to sit behind your right heel, and you're coming into like a Janu-Shasana, but we're facing the diagonal. Left arm on the inside, right arm up and over. Open up your chest, shoulders. You can point or flex your left foot. What works for you today? Use the left arm on the inside of the left leg to rotate the torso and open up, stretch. Breathe in. Big breath, find all space, all directions. Empty the breath and come back up. Inhale, right hand down. Left arm sweeps up, hips come up, and we circle open. Inhale. Exhale, come back down to the floor. Sweep your left leg back, just even to both knees, and come back to your hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale. So we'll do this one time only. Take the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, left arm out to the side. Right arm comes forward, or right leg comes up. Toes tuck. And then the right arm can come forward. And you can stay where you are, or lift the right leg off the floor. Or you can take the right leg out to the right side now. Breathe, and you're just getting, like twister. One more breath. Good, now bring the right hand by the face. Exhale, left hand by the face. Come back into the gate position. Right leg is out to the side. And then sit behind your left heel. Right leg is out to the side. Right arm on the inside. Inhale, lift up and over. And stretch. Good. Use your right hand on the inside of your right inner thigh ankle. And then rotate the torso open a little bit more. So your foot's on the inside of your thigh. right? We're not sitting on our heel. You can. One more breath. Inhale, hi Mitch. Left arm down, right arm comes up, press the hips up, and get a nice long, beautiful stretch. Now this time, come down, walk the hands forward. Take your right leg back, take your left leg back. Find yourself in a plank for a breath, shoulders over wrist, and then exhale into the downward facing dog. Bend the right knee, lower the left heel. Excuse me. And then bend the left knee, lower the right heel. And then come back to some stillness in the center. Both heels pressing towards the floor. They may or may not touch. Worlds. Good. Soften the knees and begin to walk your hands back. Couple of steps at a time. And then come to a forward fold at the back of your mat. But bend the knees enough that the palms are pressing on the floor. So, I mean, as if I were to say, go onto your hands now and lift your heels up into a handstand, but we're not. And let your head drop down. Shift the weight more towards the palms or the balls of the feet, but don't lift the heels. And then draw the navel point up towards your spine. Press down so firmly through the legs that the arms start to float. The chin tucks to the chest and we roll up slowly to standing. Shoulders come up, head's the last thing up, roll the shoulders back and around. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Good, lean to your right side, exhale. Right arm comes down and across the body. And once again, open up the left side body. Reach over, go as far as your body allows. Inhale, come up without stress. Exhale, lean to the left side. And right there is where you can notice, you know, am I creating a lot of stress here? Left arm out and across. Rotate the right torso open, or the right side of the torso open. Inhale, return the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms as you open your heart chest. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, flat in front of your feet. And inhale onto your fingertips, shoulders back, collarbones broad. Walk your hands forward a couple steps at a time. Take your time and keep walking until you're in a downward facing dog that works for your body. So find the proper dimensions, not too wide, not too short. So let's check it out. If you come forward to a plank, shoulders should be over the wrist, body should be parallel to the floor. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, tie on your toes, bend your knees and look towards your hands. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Come all the way to the top of your mat. You could have 2 blocks at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take the arms behind the back, interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles pull up and away, lengthen your spine. And then forward fold. Keep your knees bent, particularly if you're feeling any lower back situation here. One more breath. Keep the arms connected, tuck the chin to the chest, and start to lengthen your spine one more time as you rise up to standing. You can round your back or support yourself coming up, depending on your back situation today. Release your arms, roll the shoulders back and around. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up. This time, interlace your fingers here. Release the thumb and the forefinger, and empty the breath over to the right side. Shoulders open, chest open. Nice pants in. In, come back to center. Exhale up and over to the other side. It's my kind of pant. Inhale, come back to center. Arch your back as you exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold through the center, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat and turn it on its right side. So a generous step between your 2 legs should be about one of your own leg lengths between your legs. Back toes are pointing towards the front right corner, or as we say on the clock, 2 o'clock. Take a block on the outside of your left foot, and then just begin to straighten your left leg for a moment. Rebend the left knee, look forward. Straighten the left leg, fold. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Take the block and bring it on its highest side, right outside your knee. Stretch your right arm and sweep it up so the shoulders are coming to stack. Triangle pose. You know, just for fun today, lift your left toes up. Breathe. Good. Go bigger in all directions. Inhale. Exhale, if your toes are up, lower them down. Inhale, use the strength of your core to rise up. Reverse the arms, right arm down, left arm up. Push the right hip towards the left side. And again, that same opening, stretching, releasing. Inhale, stand all the way up, shoulders over hips. Now the right hip will tend to be a little higher. So you can also shorten your stance to help this, but see if you can drop the right hip down and lift the left hip up. Then stretch the arms out again, inhale. Now this time, bump your hips to the right and reach your torso to the left. So you might have a little bit more space here now as you plant your left hand on the floor block, any height. You can change the height if you found more space this time. Big breaths in all directions. Make sure that the weight in the left hand is not being forced, but you can lift your hand up and not change your shape. Good. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back up to standing. Bend your left knee to take off. Then bend your right knee and sit your hips back behind your heel. Open the arms to a T, unless you need to touch the floor. Let the left arm come down on the floor of the block and rotate to the right side. Hips are behind the knee, weight is behind the knee. One more breath. Good. Empty the breath, release the hands. Walk to the front of your space, bend your left knee, and take your right heel and turn it so that your hips are forward. You're in a low lunge. Left arm comes up, counter the pose, counter the twist. Breathe. Reach in all directions. It's so funny to see my shadow on the wall here. I can do little games with my fingers. One more breath, inhale. Lower the left hand, exhale. Step your right foot a little bit closer and straighten your left leg. Pull the left hip back. Inhale. And exhale, fold over your left leg. Walk your hands forward so we get a little bit more length today in the spine. One more breath. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine, fingertips are blocks. Exhale, step your right foot to your left foot, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer down to your heart, release your arms by your side. So you can have your feet closer together or further apart, depending on what's going on in the body and the stability and the balance. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead and interlace the other finger on top. Inhale, go long. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, come back to center. Up and over, exhale to the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Open the arms, cactus. Exhale, inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Now just go ahead and take the block on the right side and just place it high on the outside of your hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, turn it on its side. So 10 o'clock on a clock in front of you. Inhale, pull your right hip to the center line. Exhale. Inhale, begin to straighten your leg. You can put your hand on the block if you like. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Rebend, inhale. And then exhale, take the block on its highest height outside, right, close to the knee. Right hand stays on the block. Left hand traces a line up your body and stretch overhead, triangle pose. So entering it from the floor doesn't give us much space, so we're going to find that out shortly. Good. Make sure you're not dumping the weight into your right hand, but feel the energy in the legs. You can lift your right toes up today, just for a different sensation through the calf or the shin. One more breath. Empty the breath and lower the right foot, look down. Inhale, rise up. Left arm down, right arm up. Bump your left hip towards your right hip. Reach up and over as best you can. Inhale, rise up to standing. Right my back. Now pull your left hip in and up, and in towards the midline, which will then shift the right hip up so the hips are level. Stand up straight. Stand up nice and tall. Reach your arms in 2 directions. Tuck your tailbones in. It's hard to tell from the camera, but yeah, oh yeah, much better. Now, bump your hips to the left and reach your torso to the right as far as you can. Once you go to the extent that you're going to, right hand can come down, and now you may even be able to change the height of your block, or not at all. It's okay. And tuck it open. Breathe in, breathe out. So reach like I'm pulling your left hand to the ceiling and your right hand to the floor. Remember, if you can't lift your right hand off without collapsing, you're putting too much weight into the arms. Energize legs. One more breath. Good. Inhale, slowly rise up again. Exhale, bend your left knee and lift your right toes up. Take your arms out to a T, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Gaze up at your left hand if possible, or down at the floor. What does your body talk to you about today? One more breath, go bigger. Exhale, come back to the center, walk around to the front, spin it around on the ball of the back foot. You can also always drop the knee and then take the right arm open. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Inhale, go bigger than you've been. Exhale, lower your right hand. Straighten your right leg and begin to bring your left leg in a little bit closer. Pull the right hip back and down, left hip forward and up. Walk the hands forward a little bit longer today. Breathe in, lengthen, and empty out, let go. Fold. One more breath. Inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, forward, fold, let go. Grab opposite elbows, give some weight to the torso. And then switch the arm cross. And release your arms, let them dangle. Tuck your chin in and roll up through your spine. Stand all the way up, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Feet together at the top of the mat. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Take as many push-ups as you want. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale, rise on your toes, soften your knees, look forward, walk, step or float to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms with you. Exhale, fold back down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, now I usually tell you to switch legs. I'm not switching my legs, but you certainly should try that. Breathe in, breathe out, just because I'm still working with that little injury. One more breath. Look forward, step together, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms with you. Exhale, one more time, fold right back down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float through Chaturanga. Take as many as you want. I don't know why, but go ahead and do it. Heart lifts. If it calls to you, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, turn your left toes to the left side, right leg in the air. Exhale, step your right foot through. Take your block. Inhale, straighten your front leg and lift back up. Triangle pose. Been there. Look down. Inhale, rise up, reverse the triangle. Exhale, get your deeper triangle now, reaching out, 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 and take it back to triangle. Now inhale as you come up, start to bend your left knee, reach your arms out to the side, exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, release and crawl to the front of your space. Left arm down, right arm up, exhale. Inhale, release your hands. Step your left foot a little closer as you straighten your right leg. This time, walk your hands forward, but take a block in front of your right foot. Maybe medium or high height, probably. Good. Now put your right hand on your sacrum, lengthen your spine. Put your left hand on the block, whichever height you chose, but it's out in front of you. So your shoulder's not on top of your wrist on the left hand. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Rotate, open, exhale, and stretch the right arm up in the air. Right leg is as straight as it can get, right? Mine's not perfectly straight. Now I want you to think about pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Find all that space, go bigger in the space. Don't let your shoulder move independently of your torso here. Not too much, right? We don't want to just jerk it back, but we want to rotate the torso so it gets there. One more breath. Go bigger, bigger, bigger. And then empty the breath and just fold over your right leg. Pyramid pose and fold over. Pull the right hip back and down, left hip forward and up, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, put a soft bend in the front leg. Step the left leg back and take the right leg in the air, three-legged. Open the right hip, bend and straighten the leg. And then lower the right foot to the floor, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Straighten it a couple times, then just pause for a moment. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat. Turn your right foot on its side. I did it the other way. Last time I turned the right foot first, or the left foot. Take your block on its highest height outside your left knee. Begin to straighten your left leg as you take your right arm and stretch it up over your shoulders. Still keeping length in the side body, look down. Triangle pose. Inhale, rise up and reverse the triangle. Bump the right hip to the center. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, and now begin to reach as long as you can out of your torso. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up, back to the triangle pose. Block on any height, or no block at all, you choose. Tuck the left hip underneath you. Inhale, rise up and begin to bend your back knee. Hands to prayer, situate back. Exhale, open the arms, inhale. Left arm down, right arm up, twist, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release your hands. Turn yourself to the front of your space. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, lower your left hand. Straighten your left leg as you step your right leg in. Inhale, lengthen. And now again, walk your hands forward, exhale. And this time you're going to take your left hand, inhale, lengthen your spine, left hand to your sacrum, right hand to the block in front of the left foot. Begin to straighten your legs, lengthen your spine, and rotate to the left side. Left arm comes up. So your right shoulder is not over your wrist, it's out in front of you, but the weight shifts back to both feet. Rotate through the torso. Keep pulling that right hip forward a little bit. I know it's tricky. One more breath, go bigger. Empty the breath and fold over your leg. Pyramid pose, just let your body hang over. Inhale, look forward, bend your left knee. And then step your left leg in the air, three-legged downward dog, bend the knee, open it up. Exhale, come to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Without bending your arms, drop your hips, lift your chest. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg in the air, open up the knee, hip, bend it, and then hold the bend in the knee. Keep the weight even in the right arm, right and left arm. And then begin to take your right leg over to the left side. And similar to what we did earlier, come into this dancer's bridge or wild thing. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, return your hands to the floor, right leg in the air. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Spin it around. Now you can touch the floor or keep the leg elevated or even grab a hold of the right foot. Let me see where you guys are at. Breathe in, breathe out. And then turn back down, exhale, knee to right wrist. Come into pigeon. So, heel can be close to the groin if your hips are tight, or if they're open, heel in line with the front edge of the mat. Back toes, just take a look at them, make sure they're not stickling to the right. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Level out your hips, exhale. Here's what I want you to try today. That heel, let everybody bring it close to your hip as opposed to in line with the front edge, as I just said. So you kind of find your heel into this inguinal crease here, right where your hip bone is. And it's kind of like a myofascial release. So let it kind of massage in there as you start to hinge forward. And go down as far as you can or want. How much? So you might feel this, it might feel juicy for some, it might feel odd. And then keep working your left hip towards the floor. So rather than rolling onto your right hip more, just stay for 3 more breaths. This is the way you can kind of release by yourself, right? If you don't have a foam roller or a ball, or use your body. All right, next breath, come back to your hands. Tuck your left toes underneath you, right leg in the air. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. Downward facing dog on the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg up, open the hip, bend and straighten a couple times. And then hold the bent position. Look over or under your right arm. If you choose, you're gonna flip over. Keep your right leg straight. And again, similar to what we did earlier in the class. Pull your hip up, open up your heart. Inhale. Exhale, spin it back around, left leg up. Inhale, bring the knee to the right tricep. Exhale, your choice. Step the foot down, take a hold of the big toe, or lift the leg up in the air, or have your bottom knee on the floor. Take a big breath. Inhale, release, left leg up. Exhale, knee to left wrist. And then remember, we're going to keep the heel close to that hip bone. And then if you can, you're going to dig the heel inside of the hip bone. Lift your chest up. And then walk forward. When you walk forward, you're going to feel a little bit more of that connection. And then I want you to keep dropping the right hip down rather than sink to your left side. Keep the day built to last. Go down as deep as your body will let you. Good, on this next breath, we're going to change it up. Empty it out, bring your hands back to the floor. And this time I just want you to sit off to your left leg. And like we did way back in the beginning, right leg out, but this time we're going to straddle the left leg as well. One hand in front, one hand behind. Flex your feet. Good, you don't have to go super wide. Bring your hands behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the right side behind your right knee. Keep your left hip grounded. Pull your left shoulder, chest open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to your left side, right side open. Inhale, come back to center. This time I want you to rotate to the left. Inhale, back to center, rotate to the right, exhale. Inhale, back to center, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward just about a quarter of the way. Then open your arms out, flex your feet, and see if you can reach your fingers to your toes. If you can't, you can shorten your legs, you can bend your knees, or you can just bring your hands on the inside or outside. And some of you I know can get your chest to the floor. I can't. Good, but but keep the spine long. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, if you're holding onto your feet or toes, release your arms in front and go down where you can. Not a great song for a yoga class, everybody hurts, but you know what I mean. Inhale, lengthen your spine, walk over to your left leg. Keep your right hip grounded. Exhale. Make sure your right hip is grounded. Walk through the center. Inhale, over to the right side. Exhale, left hip is grounded. Inhale, return to center. Exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Exhale, soften your knees, bring your legs together. Turn to face the front of your space. Grab a block, place it right next to your right hip, and slowly roll down to the floor. Walk your heels in so that your fingers touch the back of your heels and line up your heels with your sitting bones. Take your block, tilt your pelvis, lift your hips off the floor. Now, your block has 3 heights. I'm suggesting a higher height today for those, maybe not Michelle, but for those who feel like they could do a bigger back bend, put the block on its highest height. Reach your hands, they may not still touch the heels, but reach towards the heels. So the knees in line with the hips, the heels in line with the hands. Good, stay here. Just soften your glutes so that you can be supported by the block. Inhale, stretch your right leg in the air. Exhale, stretch your left leg on the floor. If you're on a high block, your leg's likely not going to get straight, the bottom leg. Good. Inhale, bend both knees, feet back on the floor. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Exhale, stretch your right leg out in front of you. Soften your glutes, let your body be supported by the block, whatever height you're on. If you're not on a block, you're doing this on your back in a bridge. It's a little more challenging to stay upright. Now this time we're going to keep the right leg out, stretch the left leg, and both legs are in that long stretch. Not straight, most likely. If you start to feel any stress that you're not comfortable with, bend your knees and take the block out. Hug your knees to your chest first before you go back on the floor. One more breath, go bigger. Empty the breath, bend the knees, heels down. Lift your hips up and lower your hips to the floor. No block. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest. Open your arms to a T, palms face up. Shift your hips right and empty the breath over to the left side, spinal twist. Stretch the right arm behind your head. Inhale, open the arms back to a T. Bring your knees up and over, hips to the left, knees to the right. Exhale, twist. Stretch your left arm over your head. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Exhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest, lift your head and shoulders up, round and curl. Take the backs of the legs and straighten the legs up. Reach your hands to your feet, and perhaps you lift your hips off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Reach your arms one more time up behind you and reach long, long, long length. Take a huge breath in And when you empty the breath, let your arms come by your side, turn the palms to face up, and let your hips just relax down. And stay on your backs as you scan your body. Notice if there's any tension anywhere in your body that you can release by just simply breathing to those areas. And this is an opportunity that we don't get often to completely surrender, let go. Embrace the movement that you had in your body as you start to settle into stillness. And for those at home, stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy.